Okay, let's see if anything breaks this time. Hope everybody's doing okay. We're just gonna keep the glitchy fucking game running in full tilt the entire time. At Dralna. Why my bot is adding me. What is up, buddy? It's kind of nice just not having a schedule for going live and going live when I feel like it, because then on days, like, it's nice to commit to a stream. Like, there's both sides to it, right? It's nice to commit to a stream because then you know that you're going to be doing it, and, like, you have that time set aside and everything, but it's also nice to have that freedom to just say, like, nah, I don't want to do that today. You know? Like, both are good. Both is good. Both is definitely good. Give everybody a little bit to filter in here. I'm gonna turn that down a tad. Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna turn that up. I'm gonna turn the game down a tad. For the moment, at least. I might fix that later. God, and I've got all my hotkeys working too. Everything's actually fucking working for once. The only thing I don't have set up is my entire camera setup because I don't feel like dragging all that out. I talked about that last stream. It's kind of nice though, you know? I may as well actually go plug my stream in a few spots, because I haven't done that in months. Probably not since the new year, or no, not quite, but just about. Where the self-promo channels at? Gotta get to post in Rob's promo channel again, that's exciting. Actually makes me happy. Big spooky game time. Sorry if I'm kind of quiet right now. I'm messaging. Somebody messaged me out of the blue as soon as I went live, so I'm gonna respond to that really quick and then post my self-promo in a couple places and we'll get going. But also doing everything on a phone takes like 3 times as long for me because I'm so used to using a keyboard for like 80% of what I do anyways. Yeah, fuck it, I'll post here. And, I guess Mickey's server? I don't know. I have so many self-promo channels just muted because I do not have the capacity nor the time and energy to sit down and watch like 20 billion people streaming. Which kinda sucks. Because I really do wish that I had that time and energy to sit down and do that, but unfortunately we have a limited time on this earth, and there are millions of hours of content being streamed daily, whether it's live or otherwise, and it's frustrating to not be able to support everybody I want to support, you know? But you gotta prioritize shit, and I don't think anybody blames you because we're all in the same boat. And if they do, they're probably not good people to be around, if I'm being honest. Hey, What's happening, Streaks? You doing okay? It's been a little bit. I hope you're well. Is that a scary Japanese camera thing? Yeah, it's that. It is 100% that. It's not that scary, actually. Well, in my opinion, it's not super scary. Like, it'll get you with a jump scare occasionally, but for the most part, it's just vibes. Poggers. How's it swinging? We're doing alright. We're doing okay. I am just vibing today. Can't be jump scared because I don't have feelings. I have many feelings, but unfortunately none of them are scared. I mostly just make sarcastic jokes about it. Yeah, I'm doing okay. I've been a little busy with a lot of stuff outside of streaming and such. Which has been good and bad. I do miss streaming more. But I also realize that I've just got other things to do with my life, and unfortunately this takes up a shit ton of time that I would otherwise have to do a bunch of other things. Also, ignore the fact that the screen's just glitchy. Yeah, I just haven't been on much, Streaks. Don't sweat it. Hey, Elder Irish, how you doing, bud? Hope stream is all good for you, man. I unfortunately haven't been really... y'all aren't going live at a time when I can really catch much of the streams without... sitting in the chair in my room for longer than I like. Not like I don't do that anyway, but, you know, work ends at 5, you guys go live at 3 for me, so it gets a little bit awkward. The music isn't terribly scary. I mean, the music isn't part of the game. The music is me playing music. Let me pause that. This would be really funny with that playing in the background. Although, the game also, speaking of, like, not scary music, the game does just play random, like, J-Rock at the end, and it's not really, like, it doesn't fit, like, at all. Let me turn the game up a little bit. But yeah, I might be getting a little bit quiet here in a couple spots, because I am going to be, I'm going to be taking notes on some stuff, but I've also played through this game already, so I'm not that worried about it. Good, no worries. Yeah, we all got busy lives. I was just talking about that. I really wish I could stream more, man. But unfortunately, I've got other things I want to do. So, like, and I was talking about this when I started streaming this. For some reason, they, like, upscaled some textures. Like, anything that has text on it looks like it's been upscaled at least a little bit, but this one doesn't look like it. Like, some of it looks upscaled and some of it doesn't. It looks very strange because they've got the modern, like, effects, but they're on the old graphics. Yeah, so this got re-released. This was released back in 2008 for the Wii in Japan only. There were North American and European releases that were supposed to come out, and they both got canned. And then Fatal Frame 5 came out on the Wii U, and that didn't sell particularly well. It still sold better than most of the other stuff in the series, but they decided to can the series. And then and then I think Fatal Frame 5 got a remake first. Or a remaster. It got a remaster on the Switch and PC, and I think it might have just been on PS5 as well, and a bunch of other stuff. You know, the modern consoles. And then that did well enough that they were like, okay, fine, we'll do 4. Because 4 has never been released outside of Japan. But this is also my second time playing through this game, because I just played the Wii version with a fan translation patch. Like last month. Or month before last, mostly. But I finished it up last month. I kind of don't like this version as much as the other version. The Wii version actually feels like it controls better, ironically, despite being motion control based. Imagine having a franchise anywhere near as ubiquitous as this and just canning it. Yeah, they just stopped. I think that they got a lot of not great feedback from 5, because 5 was heavily based on like the Wii U. First of all, it only released on the Wii U, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It means they can focus on something, but the Wii U just didn't perform particularly well, and I think that it changed up the mechanics a lot. Context sensitive, yes, context sensitive. It is a very popular franchise, but it was popular within a specific context. That's not right. Something fell out from behind the picture. I will say the translation is a little bit better here, but that's to be expected when you actually have a full translation team doing this shit as their job. That's Ruka's room. But I do kind of like the original translation a little bit better, just because it leaves things kind of murky. Somewhat unintentionally, but it leaves out a lot of stuff that just makes the game feel a little bit more spooky, I guess, for lack of a better word. Oh, Hazuki doll. But this is also the first Fatal Frame game I've ever played, so I mean, it's a vibe. Silent Moon as opposed to Loud Sun. That's the sequel to Golden Sun, right? It just screams at you the whole time. No, that's the Angry Sun from Super Mario Bros. 3. But it's just screaming at you the entire time it's on screen, like it's, oh, what's the fucking name? What the hell's the name of the series? The first-person shooter from, like, the early mid-2000s. Something Sam. Serious Sam, that's it. It just screams at you like the Suicide Guys from Serious Sam. Yeah. Serious. See, I never played Serious Sam except for, like, a couple minutes. I own one of the games, I've just never played it. This is Mr. Magaki. He's painting. You shouldn't step on his paintings. He doesn't like when you do that. It's a nice painting, honestly. He did a good job. There's an old notebook here. Vigilance taken. So I remember this specific passage pretty vividly. Is his painting medium primarily Italian cuisine? Yeah. Yeah, he uses a lot of red sauce. Occasionally some white, but it's usually red sauce. Spaghetti. A lot of tomatoes. Basil occasionally. You know, you gotta get the green from somewhere. Adjust my seat a little bit. This chair was still probably the best purchase I've made in a long, long time. Wait a week, plenty green. Ah, true. True. Come. Real gamer hours. That's what I should have called the stream. Yeah, like I feel like they've redone some of these photos. And they've obviously redone, like, bits of the UI and, like, the character models and stuff that you're going to be looking at a lot. But they didn't redo a lot of the textures, which is very confusing to me. It just doesn't seem to make much sense to me. Although I don't hate it, because it gives everything this kind of dingy look that would otherwise probably be pretty hard to represent. And, like... By the way, there's no way to tell when they're just gonna be jump scares like that. You prefer tea? Yeah, fair. Feel free to enjoy my humor. Homer. You're Homer Simpson. Homer. Just keep thinking Mr. Krabs and Plankton having a normal conversation after hours. Well, what are you doing tomorrow, Krabs? You want to grab a drink? It's just like Friday night, they're just out at a fucking bar singing karaoke or something. Like, just complete nothing. Wait, this is the wrong room. This is Misaki's. I don't want to go in here. Shout out to the slowest fucking run ever. It's not that bad. Ah. Hey, Eugene. How's the kid? Read a quote the other day. The moon is more important than the moon because it provides light at night instead of when it's light anyway. Okay, I think you meant sun. Yeah. But same idea. You're fucking tired. I mean, it's a little bit late for you, isn't it? I don't blame you. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Elder Irish. Fucking sleepy hours. Me when I have to get up for work in the morning. She's flat. She has no talent. That's a bit rude, isn't it? That's just a piano issue at that point, like... actually, like, I think this one's a ghost hand? No. There's one of these that's, like, very obviously a ghost hand. But there's also just a shit ton in this area. Because this is the, here's the backstory for the character chapter. Reaches through broken glass instead of opening the fucking door. Mimic. It's just a mimic, yeah. It is genuinely impossible to tell which things are going to be jump scares and which ones aren't, and I don't know if that's frustrating or fine. Like, I don't really feel that strongly about it, but it is, like, mildly annoying. The jump scares are, yeah, they're very slapstick. They're way more animated than they were in the Wii version, and I don't know why. Yeah, it's an arm floating around, and then they jump back really far, and the camera jitters a little bit. It's very animated. I don't know, it's just very strange. I hear the cog. I will say the game does a very good job of just guiding you around. Even when I was playing through the first time, it didn't feel like it was, I was lost, really, at any point. More fatal frames, perhaps? Yeah, possibly. I don't know, this game is, the remake is pretty faithful. Honestly, if anybody's never played a Fatal Frame game before and you want to start with one, you could do worse than playing this. And I say that having no knowledge playing any of the other ones. I think this is just a solid game. People tend to think the PS2 ones are very good, particularly 2. And a lot of people really don't like the remake of 2 that came out on the Wii in Japan. But I don't know, this one's pretty deep. This is a good game. In my opinion. Surprise, bitch. How am I looking on... Oh, good. I'm tempted to upgrade sensitivity again, but we'll upgrade max power so I can actually start dealing decent damage. Holy crap. Slow, yes, we'll upgrade, because slow is very good. I don't think that Spirit Stones get shared between characters, so I'm perfectly fine with just blasting a ton of points into this. Slow down, bitch. That was a good face, honestly. Guilty Gear. He gonna grab? No, he's just gonna stand there and look at you funny. Ow. Didn't actually do any damage, it's just light and bright. Let me know how volume levels are, by the way, and yes, it's supposed to just sound like this. It's kind of frustrating, but it's what it do. Go away. Volume's good. Alright, cool. Yeah. Just arm grabs you out of nowhere. That whole, like, backpedaling animation is new. It was they just, like, stepped away or fell down. Realistically, I could probably get away with not playing the rest of this game and still making a pretty decent video, but I'm gonna do it justice and play it through again, because I did buy the game. Thankfully, it went on sale right as I was needing to pick it up, so that was convenient. And I think I've gotten all the information I was curious about for the remake, or for the remaster. Also, having these translations is nice, because the fan translations... There were no fan translations in the original, because there was just no subtitles for those bits. So they couldn't put subtitles over it, because there were just no subtitles in the game for it. You're off to bed now? Alright, Elder Irish. Take care of yourself, bud. We'll catch up some other time. Glad to see you. Everybody go check out Elder Irish's stream. I'm gonna shout you out, bud. Elder Irish does some good stuff. Plays some very fun games. He was playing Baldur's Gate 3 with Georgia today, who I will probably shout out in a moment. Leaving chat? That's a ban. I mean, that is what leaving chat... Like, banning somebody does make them leave chat anyway, so... Georgia and Elder Irish were doing some Baldur's Gate 3 streams today. I believe Elder Irish is playing through Fallout 3 completely naked right now. I think that's the challenge. And I realize I'm talking over a lot of this game, which is another reason why I recommend you play it on your own. This is kind of a game where to really appreciate it, you do just have to shut up, because it's very much about the atmosphere and the vibes. And, like, sitting down to think about it more. The cog's in the wrong place. The analog stick does not like working. So we need the big one meshing here. No. So only the light colored ones move. There we go. Being nice? You better believe that's a ban. That's a ban. Walker Pierce going mad with power yet again. So this is definitely a big cog. There we go. Yeah, but then I can't get that one working. Can I do this? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, no, some of these puzzles took me a while to figure out the first time, which was good. I actually don't mind. I realized I don't mind just playing puzzles, you know? Anyway, the piano segments I actually don't like as much. The Wii version had you playing them with, like, just pointing at the screen and hitting the right buttons. Now I've got to remember which fucking buttons to hit on the controller, and that's much less intuitive for me. It seems to be a little bit more lenient to make up for the fact that it's just not intuitive. Because it was actually, the timing was actually kind of tight initially. Oh yeah, also, Linux moment. This happens. I don't know what it is. I think it's the specific, like, FMV video segments that they put over certain things. Just something about that, or like the fog filter or something. I don't know. Something very specific is causing problems with it. And it just makes it look glitchy and awful, which also still somehow ends up fitting with the vibe, so I'm not really complaining that much. Oh no, your immortal nemesis. Music. You gotta play it. The game just turns into rhythm heaven. There's a Hazuki doll somewhere in this room, and I don't remember where it is because it's in a really silly position. Is that it? No. Because I remember I was like standing here and looking around like a moron for like 3 minutes trying to find it. Because it just doesn't like to show up. It's very particularly placed. And they got rid of the alarm, or the Hazuki doll alarm that just makes a bell ring whenever you're close to one, and replaced it by with just a points shop item that you can buy. But I genuinely don't remember where this Hazuki doll is. Is it, like, on the bed? No. Have you tried looking inward? You know what? I haven't recently. I should try that again. Everybody should go do that. But they replaced it with, like, a notebook that shows the, or, like, says the location of all the Hazuki dolls. But, I'm not gonna bother with completing Hazuki doll stuff this time. I might go do it. Honestly, I might go do it on the Wii version again. For some reason, I just really enjoyed the Wii version more than this one. Which is strange, because this is perfectly fine. Well, there's one. Let me in. Let me see she. Ooh. It's not like highlighting. Hi Meg. I'm doing good, thank you. I'm feeling alright. Just doing some research for a video by playing video games, because the video is on video game. And I haven't played I've played a Fatal Frame game now. I played this one on the Wii. But now I'm playing the remake. Because I got curious what the difference was. Oh, I remember this bit. You gotta, like, yeah, this is the Moon Song bit. What better way to do research, right? I mean, it's either this, or you get to sit and watch me try to read through, Japanese Twitter, or Japanese, like, news articles on video games from, like, 2008. And that's not gonna go well. You've never heard of these games? They're quite good. I believe they started on the PS2. And there was one mainline game on the Wii and one mainline game on the Wii U, and then they just stopped making them for years. But they just released this remaster of, yeah, they just released this remaster of this one, and they released a remaster of 5 2 years ago, I think. Paper Mario Master Quest, I do still need to do some goofy shit with Master Quest. Maybe I'll do that to celebrate Thousand Year Door coming out. That sounds hilarious. Nihongo ga wakarimasen. Sumimasen. I do not speak Japanese at all, besides like that phrase and vaguely understanding a couple of things. There was kind of one on the 3DS. What, a Fatal Frame game? Oh, there were a couple others. Like there's a remake of Fatal Frame 2 on the Wii that most people don't seem to like, from what I've read. I still kind of want to play it, honestly, if there's a translation patch, but I haven't found one. You understand and can speak zero of it, so that was very cool. Oh, fair. But yeah, this is a neat game, honestly. Highly recommend it. I love the vibes. I like the Wii version more, but the vibes here are still great. I genuinely enjoy this game a lot. It's just, I like the themes, I like the way that everything's presented, I like the atmosphere. It just all kind of works out. Slackers. Hey, Mig. Stay hydrated, this is a threat. Already on it. There we go. Now we're playing games. By the way, guys, reminder, the meme stash redeem is up. I feel a little bit more okay with using it now because I tested it earlier and I think it's working, so... Yeah, if you've never seen the original Speed Racer, it's buck wild. There's some really choice... Like, it's still not bad for the time period, but looking back on it, there is some choice acting moments in there. Yeah, with the Tarzan. By the way, thank you to anybody who stayed subbed. I literally haven't been fucking streaming more than like once a month. For the past few months, I've been finding myself doing other projects, and I probably won't have a return to consistently streaming anytime soon, so just a heads up with regards to that. I love watching kids get JPEG compressed. It's my favorite part of any video game. Oh yeah, this happens on some of the FMV videos. You can kind of see what's happening, but I'm just gonna skip it because it hurts everybody's eyes. That's not the game's fault. That's the fault of me playing on Linux. Oh, that's weird. Hold on. Let me check the YouTube chat. Because I thought I had it set up so it was showing up in OBS, but it decided it was just not going to do that. Yeah, no, I'm still, like, I still am going to stream a lot. I think a lot of my streams are just going to be this. It's not going to be, like, me trying to do big production things where I've got, like, my camera and a bunch of games I want to play and other stuff. Spirit Camera, The Cursed Memoir. Oh, that's right, I did read into that a little bit. Yeah, I forgot about that one. Weird shit about this game. Let's see. On the Wii, like the original version, Suda51 and Grasshopper were involved. For anybody who doesn't know, Suda51 is notorious as a like kind of batshit insane director who makes really good games, but they're very strange. He's part of like that group of like Japanese directors. Suda51 worked on apparently a bunch of the motion cap stuff, but it's not really clear what other role he's had. And I'm not reading through Japanese articles to find out. But all the English stuff just basically says, I don't know. AR Fatal Frame on the 3DS, absolutely nuts. To be fair, it's a cool idea. I don't hate the idea. And then this is the diary. Tomorrow's the festival. Don't want to forget things like I do when I put on other masks. Sickness I have makes things I remember go away. It makes people I can't meet anymore. And people who died go away. Daddy's going away. When I try to remember him, I feel scared. Yeah, this is like one of those moments that kind of just hit me. It's talking a lot about memory and, like, you know, how do people actually die? Do people die when they physically die? Do they die when we stop remembering them? And it talks about, like, identity and a lot of stuff like that. This is when it kind of started to hit me. You need to have the physical manual for it to work. What? Also skipping this again because I think it just jumps into a fight. No, it wasn't a fight. My bad. You want to play this? Hell yeah. Hey, DM me. I'll give you my Steam account info so you can just hop on my Steam account and account share it. It's super fun. Joining at a weird time considering IRL events. Yeah, hi Ray. Apologies. Bad timing, but I hope you enjoy. Hope you're doing alright, given the current conditions. What? What am I doing? Small key with the blossom design. Christ, I don't remember what you're supposed to do here. Small key with the blossom design. Also mentally ill goth girl. There you go. See, this is how you make friends, right? You just start talking and find things you have in common. Millions o'clock in the morning, lurk until I pass out. Peace out. Alright, Streaks, take care of yourself, bud. Oh, I know where this is now. How the fuck did they get this photo? That's some wild framing. It had to be on a boat. So I opened up the jewelry box. I got the small key. The mask on the bed. But the problem is the FMV didn't play, so I don't know where to go next. Shit. You got some devastating news, more insanity? Oh, fun. If it's anything too wild, I wouldn't share it here. For your sake and mine. But, don't be afraid to, bring it up in DMs if you gotta. Yeah. No, I got you. I just wanted to be sure. Because I have had some people in here occasionally who share. I'm not too worried about sharing a lot of personal information aside from like doxing myself, but like as far as stuff that's happened in my life, I'm not usually that bad about sharing it. But there have been some people in here where it's like, that's really sensitive information. Maybe don't share that. DMD's nuts. Ooh, got him. Yes, exactly. Walker Pierce. Looks like it's for a book or a small box. Book. Because, like, that would say, oh yeah, maybe on the bookshelf here, but no. Andromeda's address is... Look, I've come close to saying it. If you want to piece it together, you probably could, but anybody who's willing to go through that much effort, whatever. I'll go buy you a drink, I don't know. Keep thinking you can use your 7TV emotes, make people look at me strange, but I can't. Aw. Yeah. So I did the piano. I don't think there's anything to do in here. Just me talking and forgetting you are on the internet. Yes, I feel that. You are in public. You are just yelling out things to people online who have very easy ways to document them. None of your business. Immediately followed by Bussy? AO? I know your address. I mean, you know it, yeah. A book. Yeah, not just sitting in a room with friends? This is wild shit. Okay, yeah. Again, when you don't know what you're doing in this game, the game does a really good job of leading you places because it's not going to show you a random ghost in a spot that you wouldn't go to normally. If it didn't expect you to go over here, it just wouldn't show you the ghost. I got the Suzuki doll. Yeah, I got that last night. Or 2 nights ago. RE level design. Yeah, it's very much like linear, but it doesn't feel... It feels like it's guiding you and not like it's yanking you along on a chain. Found a notebook. Heavy atmosphere has fallen in the infirmary. Oh, we gotta go up to the 4th floor, don't we? Oh. Hi, lady. Can you give me some ibuprofen? More diaries. Oh, okay, that's what the key's for. Got it. Detective told me about how he found you. Okay, so Sayaka is Ruka's mother, the character we're playing as right now. He said the underground cave you were found was connected to the lift in Hybrid Infirmary. I asked Dr. Hybrid to admit you to infirmary so you could get better. Realized now that was a mistake. This is the longest diary entry in the game, by the way. When I heard about the close... Yeah, so this gets into a lot of stuff I'm going to skip over for the sake of people's mental health. But yeah, this game's rough. There's a lot of fucked up stuff that happens. And then just 20 blue spirit stones, because why not? Yeah, this game's rough. Just like content-wise. If I don't know where to even start with content warnings because a lot of it's just fucked up. It's a game that takes place in a mental hospital, so that's already gonna be a mess. But it's a mental hospital that's not, like, it's not what you would expect from, like the sort of horror games you think about. Yeah, no, the content warning, like, I don't generally have an issue with a whole lot, but I try to make sure that people aren't, like, super uncomfortable with stuff on stream and such. Content warning, there is content within. That's the equivalent to the fucking, what is it? Warning, this game contains scenes. It's like the Resident Evil one where it's like this game contains scenes of graphic violence and gore or whatever. And then you just take out that bit so it just says warning, this game contains scenes. Depending on the day, you can handle different things, and sometimes... Yeah, exactly. No, that's why I try to avoid a lot of, like, super heavy stuff on stream. Obviously, I'm playing a horror game and it's based around these things, so, I mean, it's gonna be like that, but... I also like compressing your audio so that there's not super high peaks on anything. Generally not a bad idea when you're playing horror games. Stuff like that. A lot of little stuff. Like, yeah, I usually don't have an issue with much. If something is really bothering me, it's usually something hyper-specific, and I will mention it immediately, but for the most part, it's whatever. I don't think I'm supposed to go this way. But hey, there's stuff over here, so maybe. Reverse compression, make the peaks peak more. That's called, what is that called? Hey, off.
Miss.
You missed the miss. Stepped away after you said that last thing. Nothing much. Some talking about trigger warnings, content warnings, and such because this game's rough. Dig off, Bell. Speaking of jump scares, dig off, Bell.
Stupid.
Yep. Oh, we got it. Dig off her. My man. Don't ask me why there's this room with just, like, 5 or 6 already made coffins. But yeah, I don't know. This game's a good vibe, and I really like the themes around it and everything. I think it's fucking gorgeous, like... Look at this. That's your bedroom, one for every day of the week? Ah, fair. Yeah, true, this is the 7th one. And on Sundays, we sleep in this coffin. Ah, Nerevar. Nerevar, I have need of you. Please come quickly. We need to discuss this thing the Empire keeps foisting on me called taxes. I don't understand why they aren't sending me the money. Literally, your house will be clean but creepy. Yeah. No, and that's fair. There was a... My friend showed me a live stream of a bunch of people going around and looking at some really crazy houses. And there was one of them that was in, like, Oklahoma or some shit. And it was just, like, it was very clearly a haunted house that people just weren't using anymore. Because there was a bunch of, like, random props and shit. And there were, like, the entire foyer was, like, 20 skeletons shoved around the room. Dig off AI thing. Okay, I keep going back and forth on AI stuff. I still think that you just shouldn't do AI voices. Go hire somebody to do it. But at the same time, I realize these things are just gonna happen. Like, I was watching a Yumfa video last night, and they got, this one made me a little mad. He was using AI to, change the voice of the, or to make the voice of the guy who, voiced the Stanley Parable, who I believe is still a voice actor who does work. And that kind of made me sad, because it was, like, extensive use. It wasn't just, like, one line or anything. Search underneath the Hybera Infirmary. Do we have the key there? Dream house, yeah. Honestly, if you clean this place up, this would be a pretty cool house. At least part of it. It'd be too much for me to keep by myself. I wouldn't want a house this big by myself, but, like, take up an old mental hospital, clean it up, share it with some friends. Wouldn't really mind that. Of course, you know, that depends on how much you believe ghosts are real, because there's some pretty fucked up stuff that happens in these. That one's weird, because I'm pretty sure he'll just take talk requests as well. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like... It's frustrating. Like, I would rather them just pay the person. Like, especially if you're making a video for the sole purpose of, yep, we're heading the right way, but we're gonna head the wrong way now for a second. Hi, creepy lady. That's my wife. But yeah, I think that if you're making any sort of profit off a video, or you're trying to pass it off, like, as your own or somebody else's, if you're trying to pass it off as, like, oh yeah, somebody else did this stuff for me, then 100% you should be paying the person who did it, whether it's the actual voice actor or, you know, somebody impersonating them or whatever. Ma'am, your face is a little out of focus. Just, like, you know, fix it up a little. You'll be okay. We'll get you some concealer. It'll be fine. They want you to go around this way, because the Hybera Infirmary is... Or the way over to the Hybera Infirmary is back this way. This is also why I don't like playing this game on stream that much. Because it's very much easier to get lost when you're trying to hold a conversation with, like, 2 or 3 different people and also play a game. Would you step back a bit there, Mr. Foot? You're a little out of focus. Because I think the infirmary... Talking about under the infirmary. Yeah, Goofy movie. At least there aren't any ghost spiders. I mean, that's what you think. There could always be ghost spiders. You just don't see them. Uh-oh. Underneath. pretty sure that means this way, but I may be wrong. No. Because I don't think I've been down here as... No, I have been down here as Ruka before. The blow lens. Don't call it that. It was that... They used that translation in the fan translation as well, and I'm like, that's a weird translation. Oh yeah, they start giving you an inordinate amount of fucking... there's like 3 different pause menus, by the way. They start giving you an inordinate amount of spirit stones past this point. Don't make me paranoid, please. Okay, I'm done. I am just joking around. I don't really know or care if there would be such a thing, but I don't think it's worth worrying about. We're gonna get rid of Blast. Yeah, because Blast is just a worse version of Blow. Which, again, phrasing, but ignoring that. You heard Goofy movie? Gosh, my exy? Ten out of 10. Goofy movie's very good. I watched it with my girlfriend a while back. It's very fun. Can't tell if this was made in the US or the EU. Neither, it's Japanese. Oh, okay. Jeez, we're here already? Wow. Progressed faster than I thought. That was also really stupid of me, because I used a really bad film for that. No, don't teleport. Ten out of 10 date. We need to watch more films. It's been a while. But it's also hard because they just don't have very good, they don't have very good internet access. Like, they're basically just using their cell phone. Motherfucker. Please stop doing that. It's not very nice. And this hallway kinda sucks ass. What the fuck? What a comfortable room for this encounter. It's somehow worse than it was on the original Wii version. It wasn't this bad on the original Wii version. It's just awkward here. But yeah, you can just come through the wall at you, because why the fuck not? I don't know what I did there, but I did it. Can you please just come at me from an angle that doesn't suck? What if I look this way? Shit. Why? Also, they made the Fatal Frame window way tighter than it was on the Wii one. Yeah, just not having good internet access it's so rough. I used to deal with it too. Before COVID hit, I didn't have any internet access aside from a cell phone connection. So, like, I get it. Please. Motherfucker. I'm gonna die to this dude. I have not died playing this game yet, period, for the record. And I have a ton of items, too. God, I hate this dude so much. Living frame. There we go. He just kept doing the fucking scythe attack instead of that one, and it made it like impossible to hit him because of the walls here. That sucked. It really does feel like they made some of the fights way harder than they did on the original for, like, no good reason. Also, I love that I did this, and there's just no reward for being down here. Yeah, this room is genuinely, like, one of the worst rooms in the game. Why does he even have a scythe here? I don't know. He's a priest. Maybe he was a farmer as well. So I already did that. I don't know. I guess I can go up this way and around over to the actual, like, entrance. Oh! No, that's just from the water. I thought that maybe that was something interesting. It is not. That's useful, actually. You reap what you sow. Thank you, Ray. Very much appreciated. Also, once again, folks, this is the full run speed. They don't move any faster than this. Now, mind you, I think on the Wii that was because if you moved through rooms too fast, the game was just going to not be able to load rooms fast enough and crash or otherwise lag really bad. Because the game already had some frame rate problems. Did I use... Again, 3 menus. Love it. I have a mirror stone, okay. Because you can get another mirror stone here, which is, if you die, it just automatically resurrects you with full health. But yeah, this game's 100% a vibe. I'd highly recommend it to anybody who's just looking for something interesting to play. If they don't mind something a little bit slower paced and don't mind the content and occasional jump scares. For the most part, it's just a very, like, competent, well-made game that's fun to play. Okay, yeah. What do I need? Now I go downstairs. Yeah. I know this room. And then now we go downstairs. So we didn't have to go in there, probably. In the other room. When does the badminton start? I want an excuse to say shuttlecock. Good question. It's been a while. I have to, like, find it. I'm sure I've got a game somewhere that has badminton in it. Optional ghosts. There are optional ghosts. Like, there's a whole... This game is very much a video game, and it knows it. Whoop. Hi, lady. Are you coming up here? No. Shuttercock. There we go. Walker Pierce knows what's up. Only Ghost fans. But yeah, this game very much knows it's a video game. There's a whole point system that you use to buy items. Like, it's just a lot. It's just a lot of, like, very gamey sort of thing. And so there is, like, you get a full, like, you get a score at the end of the run, like when you beat the game, on how well you did. Okay, this is for the underground passage. Yeah. Okay, this is for up there now. DMC, but ghost. There's got to be something for that, right? That's what I look like when I had to work graveyard shift. I'm kidding, I never had to work graveyard shift. I had to work second shift at a job for a while because that was just when I could work, and my parents wanted me to work really badly. Despite the fact that I was a college student and summers were my only time off. You know Run DMC? See, I don't know Run DMC. Where to... Oh, cool. It's just a, hey, ghost time. Hi, lady. know what? She gets the blow. Blow. Turkey, my Adidas, and then that's kind of the end of their hits. Yeah, fair. Graveyard shift. Me when I have to work Thanksgiving. But yeah, I don't know. It's very interesting because it's a game where like the actual gameplay doesn't necessarily take a ton of thought. Aside from like some of the puzzles and such, but like that kind of leaves you free to just the game has enough like deep themes and such, and like enough like interesting stuff to think about that I actually find myself in a position where I don't have to think about it, but I kind of want to think about it. Like it leaves you open to doing other things like I'm doing right now, where I'm just talking about the game and talking with y'all while I'm playing it, but you can also just not, you know, you can go sit down and think about the game and enjoy the game. Somebody followed. Thank you for the follow. I don't call people out for their usernames, but if you wish to speak up, feel free. Dagoth Bell. Turns out this door just leads over to the local McDonald's. Or McDagoth's. You know, I did see a mod earlier that I'm kind of tempted to... That almost made me want to like restart some of the Morrowind streams and finish up the DLCs. More complete nonsense mods, as you would expect. Very normal Morrowind mods. Is you, Ray, and not Mario. Because that'd be weird. Oh, this fucking fight. Oh god, I remember this one. This one was like actually terrible on the Wii version for some reason. I don't know why it took me so long. Okay, so he's in the wall there. They're in the goddamn walls! Did we finish collecting every N64 cart? We did not. We could do that, I guess. Oh, okay, free hit. I love that he started blossoming and I immediately knocked his ass out. He's on the wall here. And you missed. Good job, buddy. Don't normally use Twitch or watch streams, but this is good. We'll visit often in the future. Valid. It's appreciated. I don't actually stream that often anymore, which is a bit of a shame. But I'm hoping to play some more Morrowind soon, and probably just do some more relaxed streams like this, where I'm just like playing through a game. I had this labeled as a research stream, but I don't necessarily know if I really need much more as far as research goes. Come on, buddy, out of the wall. Come out of the closet. He's in the walls. Exactly, Walker Pierce. Was there a third one that I just forgot about? Or is the game bugging? Oh no, there he is. Hey, buddy. Missed. We both missed. We did not get every N64 card. We didn't even get close. I don't remember how many there are is the other problem. He's right in front of me, isn't he? Are we done? Yeah, we're done. See, some of the fights are fun, some of them are just long. I think that's the only... No, that's not the only triple ghost fight. I forgot about one of them. It's really annoying later on, and I hope that they didn't make it worse, because it was pretty bad. Yeah, we done now. Time to leave. Love the early Saturday morning Morrowind streams. Yeah, it's just a fun vibe. I do kind of miss doing those. Morrowind goes on the list of someday we'll get back to it, you know? Because I do want to play through the DLC, because I have never played through the DLC. And I do want to add more stupid fucking mods, which means I get to troll the Nexus again and figure out how I'm going to install all this. And watch the game crash 5 times. Search underneath the Hybera Infirmary. Do I just take the lift down? Yeah, the Morrowind streams are fun. Morrowind streams are fun, the DMC5 stream are fun. I like modding games for the sake of just making some dumb shit to play on stream. Just making some unholy amalgamation of nonsense that I get to play on stream is fun. You know? Sitting in the waiting room in the doctor's office be like... One day in the distant future, Oblivion might be fun. That I could get behind at some point as well. Oblivion Wind. I just boot up Skyrim 5 times. Like, it's just me playing Skywind and then, Skyblivion. Hey, buddy. I love this dude. He's just waiting for the lift. What you doing, buddy? Oh, fuck, that didn't count. Fucking Hozuki dolls. I enabled one more mod for Skyrim and it stopped the game because it was reading from another mod's script. You have too many mods. Yeah, don't you have like 500 or something? You have a large amount of mods. Heads up, the screen's gonna go funky here probably because I think this involves some FMV cutscene stuff. Yep, there we go. Alright, we're just gonna skip the rest of that. Y'all don't get the story. I'll explain the story when I make the video. Sir, do you know that you're a ghost? You could just phase through the bars, yeah. Where's that video of the person just going up to a cat and being, "Sir, are you aware that you're a cat?" And the cat looks really fucking surprised for some reason. It's just like, what? You have whittled it down to about 140, but you have 21,111 animations. That's a lot of animations. Oh, now we're swapping over to Choshiro again. And I guess we're fighting Mr. Magaki. I love the render of his face there. I can't tell if they actually remade the render there, or if they just like upscaled it, because it looks weird. See, this is good story pacing too, because he's like looking for Ruka. So Choshiro is the cop who was initially assigned to this whole case, where several girls were found basically here at the bottom of a well, and rescued from here, like 10 years ago, or more than that, I don't remember. And he's coming back because Ruka went back to the island, and her mom, I think, is looking for her again. Are you aware that you are in fact not streaming? You have to let us go. It wasn't your fault. What were we just saying about you and the ghost spiders? I don't appreciate being gaslit into thinking I'm in a coma. Or like PTSD. Dealing with PTSD. Off stream is one thing. I don't give a shit. On stream? Eh. It is funny every once in a while, though. Don't get me wrong. I do appreciate the joke. Doors are being held shut by a powerful force. Because I don't think Choshiro ever goes all the way down here, does he? No. Okay. He does go further in, but he doesn't. That's right. He gets stuck. Yeah, no, Walker Pierce. No worries. But especially not while I'm playing the horror game. Maybe just not the best idea. This is the worst part about it. Yeah, only one every so often. As a treat. Oh, like, you can't even fucking see that because it's on the ground. This tape. Did I record this? Yeah, and then you've got this scene with Hybera. I don't think we can get in here. Oh no, we can. Yeah, this leads further in. But he, like, gets stopped past a certain point. What chapter are we even in? Oh, we're on 7 already. Okay. There's only, I think, 12 or 13 chapters total. It might be 14 with the prologue. So I'm gonna try and get done this chapter and maybe one more tonight. Audio tape, yet a video plays. They plugged in the yellow cable instead of the red and white. Yeah. When you plug the audio cables into the video outlet, or into the video spot. She. Excellent fucking timing, y'all. Rookie, how you doing? What's up? That's what it looked like? Yeah, honestly, that's what the fucking glitched out videos look like. Okay, you need to get out of the wall, sir. I'm happy to say hello to you, but you need to be a little bit more considerate of, you know, the fact I'm not a ghost. Get out of the wall. They're in the goddamn walls! You're playing Dirge of Cerberus, you're the master of timing. Yeah, welcome in, Rookie. Welcome in. Thank you for shouting him out. Rookie's great. Highly recommend Rookie streams. They're playing Dirge of Cerberus, Final Fantasy VII, which is a, that's a game that exists. It's actually not a horrible game, but man, it's not what people wanted. It's very much a janky mess of an addition to the Final Fantasy VII games. Good game, very janky mess. Yes, exactly. Long as you have fun with it, right? Choshiro, he's good. We are being raided. Arm he defenseless. They tried, yeah. They made an attempt. Was it good? Maybe not. Was that the original MMO? No, that was 11. Dirge of Cerberus is a first-person shooter, or a third-person shooter. I think. If I remember, I own the game, I just never booted it up because it's funny, and I just mostly got it because it's funny. I do want to actually play it at some point, I just haven't gotten around to it because I have too many fucking video games and not enough time to play things. Yeah, Final Fantasy XI is still ongoing. You can still hop on the Final Fantasy XI servers. High School Self thinks it's a masterpiece. Yeah, third-person shooter. Yeah, it's just kind of jank. It's not bad, it's just jank. Director's office connects here. And then the lift comes down. I don't even know how much more footage I need to take of this game. I should, like, actually, like, take some footage. I've got, like, another section of OBS opened up right now. She's got a torch, look out! Yeah, the flashlight's a lot more nuts to use, honestly. Like, it's a lot more powerful early on. Although, there were some balance changes, I think, that they made to it. Because they realized that it had some issues. Just post a long play. I mean, I could. But that's not what I need this footage for. And I'm not doing long plays anymore. Nor am I editing anything up close to a long play in length, because that sucks. Anyway, now it's got to recharge. So I'm just going to go stand in the moonlight real quick. Dancing in the moonlight. I don't know if this actually makes it charge any faster, but it makes me feel better. And that's what really matters, right? Dead. Dead. Where's number 3? "24 hours of raw footage straight to YouTube." Yep, that'll go well. I could set that up, mind you. I could like record a whole thing and then just have it be live streamed to YouTube as a video. But also, YouTube compression really sucks, which is one of the things that kind of demolished the water video a little bit. It's a shame, because I really like the water video. I didn't have the camera lens on, fuck. It's not worth it. I'll just do the rest of this. Kinetic charge flashlight in a horror game. Timeout ghost, I need to shake my light for 10 minutes. That's kind of what it feels like, a little bit. Because you have a ton of charge. So the charge is that meter on the bottom right with the moon symbol in it. The phase of the moon shows how charged it is. So if it's full, you have full charge, and so on. Fucking controls. Got Choshiro looking like a fucking idiot. What if I come at it from this way? There is definitely something here. But once again, the game seems to be under the impression that if you make it hard to look at, it's more worthwhile, and that's not the case at all. Walker Pierce. You mean like this? I remember this room. I like this room, actually. If it's the one I'm thinking of. Oh, it's not the one I'm thinking of. It's very similar, though. Somewhere around here is a thing that I can take a photo of. That's a good look. It's Zoltar. It's a pretty room despite the corpses, or maybe they add charm. I mean, I'd be more worried about the sanitation and the stench than the look of it. I love the bag. It just fucking wiggles at you. Back with ice cream? Hell yeah. Erroneous documents. Serious errors have been found in records concerning sudden deaths of patients. As such, the specified reports are to be destroyed immediately in the incinerator in the back garden of the Hybro Infirmary. Also, apparently somebody threw the key in the garbage, too. What flavor? Ice cream flavor. Cookie dough, hell yeah. Love that. Mind you, we can listen to these investigation notes, but it's not particularly interesting, and I've listened to most of them already. Would have made that better would have been the Gmod item intersection sound. Yeah, the poof. Tono Tsubaki collapsed while performing the role of the vessel during the Rigetsu Kagura. Witnesses reported that she was already dead when they rushed up to help her. Cause of death postmortem failed to reveal any disease or injury. Suspect heart failure, but this diagnosis is inconsistent with the condition of the body. Face could not be identified, cause unknown. Fortunately, deceased did not blossom. Did rate of descent affect Kagura? Death possibly caused by mask. Oh, hey. Let me get a picture of you, buddy. Yeah, but you can only see it from that side, so what the hell? I don't know why, but that sound never fails to make me laugh. I mean, like, it is a funny sound, genuinely, because, like, whenever it's happening, you know something really stupid is happening. Something just nonsensical. Let me take a picture of you. There we go. Oh, fun fact, if you leave this game AFK, like, if you just put down the controller and, like, leave the game for a while, I think it's like 5 minutes. The game will, I'm just gonna let the meme play. There you go, Rookie. Hey, I know that scene, yeah. Some of these are a little long. I do love the ending of that one, though. This really is what my house would be like whenever, if I ever get one. Guess we'll need flashlights because I will not purchase bright bulbs. Just get like you can get custom made incandescent bulbs that are like specifically tuned to be like pretty low temperature, or you can get things that look like them. You've seen all of these scenes actually. Hinama Tomoko, cause of death. Yeah, drowning. There's some suicide scenes in here, or not scenes, but they talk about it, so apologies. I wasn't paying attention to what I was looking at there. Bonk. You get very tired of this dude's sound, by the way, because there's a shit ton of these dudes later on, and they don't shut up. Yeah, if you leave the game alone for 5 minutes, if you just set down the controller and walk away, there's a little like ghost face that will pop up on the screen, and it just keeps popping up in random spots all over the screen. It's just a PNG, but it just keeps popping up all over the place, and it's kind of mean, but it's funny. Yeah, I was getting to that. I also had to address the note and then also the fight immediately after. Turns out video games are dynamic and things keep happening. They did that with Fatal Frame 1, they did handprints. Yeah, it's just like a face that's peeking out at you like, hey, you still there, homie? I'm still not over the end of this game. Not because it wasn't good or like there was something weird going on. Well, there was something weird going on. Why the fuck is there J-Rock playing at the end of every Fatal Frame game? It's the most like immersion-breaking, mood-breaking thing I could think you could play. Which is posting a reminder. Yeah, it's appreciated. I think your favorite idle animations are from Sunset Overdrive. That's another game I have to play at some point. It's cool. It seems cool. Just never got around to playing it. Never saw a ton of gameplay from it. Yeah, because it's a thing. Like, I know that. But it was even funnier because I initially was like, oh yeah, the TV trailer that they play if you sit on the idle screen and the main menu on the Wii version also has J-Rock music in it, but it goes horror like ambience, J-Rock, and then back to the horror ambience, which is just bizarre. Never thought I would see The Only Thing They Fear Is You put over Godzilla vs. Ghidorah, and it was super fitting, yeah. Cho and Koei are very good songs. Yeah, no, it's not like bad songs or anything, it's just, it doesn't fit the fucking vibe, in my opinion. It just made me laugh at the end of the game when I was like, oh, they did not do this. Because it's not like they waited for the dramatic scene to be over, it was as it was happening. Really hope Insomniac takes a break from Spider-Man and makes a second Sunset Overdrive. I've got bad news. We've got leaked Insomniac games for the next, like, 5 years or so, maybe a little bit longer, and it's mostly Marvel games. The next one they're doing is a Wolverine game. What's up? Unironically, that ghost is super annoying to fight, but it's also just kind of charming. He's just chilling on the roof. Or on the ceiling. Oh, there you are. Thought you weren't gonna come out and play. Woohoo. I don't like the Spider-Man games. I've never played one. Not including the old ones. I haven't played any Spider-Man games. Get chained, idiot. I mean, Spider-Man games are for people who like Spider-Man. Let's be real. They're for people who actually enjoy, like, Spider-Man stuff, which isn't bad, mind you. Spider-Man's cool. But, there's other things you could be doing. I like the meme one, Spider-Man 2. Yeah, like, I haven't seen you come out of the walls yet, girl. You gotta get out of the closet. Eat chain. The Spider-Man the Spider-Man 2 QTE fall is so fucking good. Help me! Spider-Man Web of Shadows. Web of Shadows is kind of a shitpost, yeah. There's plenty of, like, decent Spider-Man games out there. I just haven't played any of them. Spider-Man 2 is even, like, a pretty fucking cool game from what I've seen. Fuck. Yeah, I think I would like to just... there's just too many games I want to play. Let me put it that way. There are too many goddamn games I want to play, and it's varying levels of I want to play, right? Also, you can do this in this game, and if that doesn't convince you to play the game, I don't know what else to say. Hey! It's really like Spider-Man PS1, it's a cheesy shit show. Yeah, my friend started speedrunning it recently, and it's got a really funny speedrun. Spider-Man 1 as Bruce Campbell in the tutorial as Bruce Campbell. That's good. This is the exit. I think. Oh no, this is the other exit that you can't go out of. Spider-Man 1 for the PS1 is a fucking mess of a game, but it's also unironically really funny. Also, Venom in that game is actually peak. Omniscient Terror, Bruce Campbell. Not narrator. Terror. I don't know why I read that as Terror. GCN. I gotcha. There's a... This room was bugged for me when I played this. I don't know if something's supposed to happen, or if you just sort of sit there. Venom in PS1, yeah, he's just funny. Genuinely funny. It's like a fucking 5-year-old who's like learning how morals work. It's really funny. The door is locked and welded shut. I wonder why. But there's still like a thing that says there's something in there, and I have no idea what it is. We've accidentally excavated out from the B2F lift shaft into the primeval passage, so work has been stopped for the time being. In the past, we came up against this passage while building the room under the director's office. What the hell is he thinking, taking the same kind of risk twice? Ancients in the island forbade the excavation of buildings underground. If the old primeval passage is disturbed, the moonlight won't reach, and then the page is torn. Ozuki doll. They made him super not threatening in that game, yeah. Which is like the best part because he's the main character, so it's just a very goofy experience. He's like the main antagonist for most of the game. For like a solid chunk of it, at least. Haven't seen a single insect exterminator ghost does his job well. That's true. Hey! You're not very good with that torch, are you, girl? Just smack you in the back of the head. Show up again. The ghost spiders keep building webs. Web of shadows. And now we link it all back into the current conversation. For like a quarter of it. Yeah, the other symbiotes jumping in is a different thing. Yeah, spiders are not insects, this is true. Spiders are homies. I'm surprised that I haven't upgraded this yet. Definitely want to upgrade the recharge time. I'm not as worried about the storage, so... and I don't have any... You don't get any good lenses for Choshiro's thing, I don't think. Get out of the wall! As long as they give you your space. Yeah, I mean, like, I have a spider in my room. It's probably a couple more, but, like, I have one that I'm aware of, and it just sort of chills in the corner most of the time, and I just let it eat whatever insects actually show up in the room. Because I really get tired of dealing with stink bugs and shit in the summer. Stink bugs flying around my room in the summer is the most annoying thing ever, because at, like, midnight you just hear... as it's, like, smacking into the ceiling. Fuck's sake. Is this the one? No, I don't even think this is the one that's on the ceiling, is it? This is still a completely... No, it is the ceiling ghost. Bonk. Eat shit. I bet they have the best secret handshakes. It's true. Could be worse. Could all be suddenly replaced with Atlas beetles. That would be annoying. Or Altus. You think it's supposed to be a jump scare, guys? There we go. It wasn't letting me move when I hopped out the first time. And bugged the game out. I don't think there's anything left to do here, but I was confused by this the first time I did it, too. 12 Atlas beetles all start flying around your room at 3 AM. 12 Apache helicopters. Yeah, you hear the... Like, I'm genuinely unsure what the point of this is. Other than to look at it. Because, like... There's no spot that I could see where using the camera lens on it has any effect. But it's very clearly wanting you to, like... Unless it's, like, down here or something. In the corner. But that clearly doesn't seem like the case. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna sweat this one. Stink bugs are attracted to the smell of dead stink bugs. This is useful to note, yes. Thank you for the information. I wonder why that is. Normally animals, like, don't like the smell of dead things, especially dead animals of their own species. Because it's usually a bad sign. What was it? Open the shutter. What if we want to shut the opener? GM mod console, no clip. Yeah, I'm just genuinely unsure what the hell you're supposed to do there. Because I sat there for like 15 minutes on the Wii version trying to figure out what the hell I'm supposed to do. And could not figure it out. Oh, we gotta go back this way, that's right. Stink bugs just don't care, yeah. Their scent glands get squished and they leave a boatload of pheromones behind. Ah, I see. I need to get me an outfit like this. Including a wig for the hair. And a flashlight. And like 15 ghosts. And a nice pair of shoes. Look at that V-neck. That looks good on him. That wouldn't look good on me. My shoulders are too rounded, you know? Need to get a different cut. I don't know who I would get as the ghost, though. Maybe like Casper or something. The weird goth girl joins weird information, comes with you. I mean, That's fair. I like weird information. Look, the more you know, right? Make the arrangements as scheduled for the 5 patients who to receive special treatment. Note that some are outpatients. Use the room underneath the director's office, but ensure no one knows about the procedure or gains entry. I'm gonna skip the rest of this because I roughly know what it says. But yeah, like I said, game's very good at guiding you along in a way that doesn't feel like it's yanking you along, you know? Yo, reading. Yo, reading. Let's go. I think they intentionally put a different fucking puzzle here, just to be a dick. It says malpractice suit. It does. This entire place would be getting sued the pants out of if there was anybody left here. Like they would just be completely gone. Day of the Kagura is close at hand. Opening the Kagura has not only improved the image of the island, but brought us wealth in many ways. Preparations to be made for the other ceremony. They changed some of the wording here. That's the only real difference. It's all for research. Most of that reads almost exactly the same, which is really funny. As the fan translation, which really says a lot about how good the fan translation is. A letter from Soya Yomotsuki. Why don't you ask your magic conch shell how to get into that room? Hey, Mr. Magic Conch Shell, how do we get into that room?
It says, get a hammer.
Okay, Patrick, go and get the hammer and we'll crack this baby wide open.
Just kidding, we already did the puzzle here. No hammer required. This one was hard on the Japanese, or it wasn't hard on the Japanese version. It wasn't hard on the fan translation version. It was actually, the way they worded it was worse here. Because in the fan translation version, they explicitly just say it's a magic square, and then you have to go look up what a magic square is if you don't know what that is. In this one, they just give you, like, some numbers in an order, and it doesn't make any sense unless you sit down and, like, look at it. Yo, bros band, how you doing, bud? Hope you're taking care of yourself. We're playing a very normal game. That's right, it goes in the magic square hole. Thanks, Ray. No, magic square is a square of number. It's a generally 3x3 square of numbers where all of the numbers add up to this, or all of the rows and columns add up to the same value. Awake when you should definitely be asleep again. Yeah, I noticed. I wasn't going to say anything. I'm doing okay. Just trying to get through more of this game. Realistically, I could probably stop playing this game now. And just move on to the next game in the project. Like, I don't think that there's anything I have left unanswered about this game, but I should actually, like, go through the whole game and just confirm everything is, like, mostly the same as the original version, or, like, whatever other notes I want to take. But streaming doesn't really help me with that. What's the next game? That one's gonna be a secret for a little while. You'll figure it out when I feel like it. Probably after my trip. I'm gonna be going away this weekend. I'm gonna go up to Toronto for the so I can drive down to Niagara Falls for the eclipse. There's a solar eclipse going over North America on the 8th, Monday. And I'm gonna be going up there and trying to take some pictures and just in general chilling. Hanging with a friend of mine. I'm gonna actually go, like, experience a bunch of stuff in Toronto too. Mostly shows, but you know. Sakuya, who has been moved to the Court of the Unhallowed. That's a good name. We'll be heading to Pacuda, Kentucky for the eclipse. Oh yeah. Yeah, it'll be a good time. I know a bunch of people who are going. Literally, my mom's boss said, we're closing up the office on Monday. We're going to Gettysburg so we can watch the eclipse. Indianapolis, anybody who can make it over into Indianapolis can also get, I'm pretty sure Indianapolis is in the totality. Passage is completely blocked. Me after eating Taco Bell. Sorry, that was a bit nasty. 1 whole minute of totality. Wow! Yeah, I don't remember how long it's gonna be for Niagara Falls. But I'm excited. I've never been to Niagara Falls before. I've never been to, well, I have seen a total eclipse before. I don't know if I've actually seen a total eclipse. I've seen partial eclipses. Isn't this one, like, on the fucking door frame or some shit? Like, it's in a really stupid spot. Is it in the corner here on the ground? No eclipse in Europe? Aw. It's okay. I'm sure you guys will get one soon. Do the famous barrel ride? Absolutely not. Not doing that. Not a fan of going over waterfalls. At least not like that. In a plane, maybe. I'll be doing that. So it's 2017 one in totality. I saw the 2017 one, but I did not see it in totality. We got close, but it wasn't totality. Oh, okay, we need to go to the incinerator now. I was like, what the fuck am I actually doing right now? Because this is mostly just me wandering around and going, wow, look at the cool thing. The incinerator in the garden? Out back, I think is what he means. So to get out back... Yeah, we gotta go all the way around, okay. Clarksville, Tennessee, and it lasted for 3 or 5 minutes, yeah. No, I was still in Maryland, so I didn't get a totality, but it was still pretty dark. It was still probably like 80-90%. So I'm excited. I'm going to try and get some good photos. Unfortunately, I haven't had much time to practice because literally any time I went, oh yeah, it's sunny out, I can go and take photos. Not 5 minutes after that, it would get cloudy and start raining. Literally any time the sun was high enough in the sky, because I live in the woods, right? Which means that there's not a ton of spots that I can really get good practice in where I'm just taking pictures of the sun. And so it's frustrating. It was frustrating, but I'll figure it out. I'm sure it won't be that bad. Next total solar eclipse visible in Belgium, September 2090. Ooh, my condolences. Alright, we gotta start a fund, guys. We gotta get Bros Band up here for the eclipse on Monday. Day of lunar eclipse is at hand. Two performs their dance to send the spirits of the dead back to the underworld. In accordance with the director's wishes, I've prepared the temple of Tsukiyomi for the rite, but the organs, vocal, will we find suitable canvas for all 5 of them? Is that woman really fit to perform the role of the dancer of the vessel? And can we really perform the rite of descent right in the middle of the Rogetsu Kagura? But I've started to become fascinated. It began when I saw it, the mask of the eclipse. Expression manages to encapsulate a benevolent smile, the suppression of tears, this moment of unbridled anger, death itself. The more I look at the mask, the more I feel myself falling into its gaze. I must see the rite performed with it. No, I want more than that. I want to try putting on the mask on my own face to see how it feels. It's too late for me to turn back.
No, there's no change in the plan. Bye.
You could say John was a backwoods man. To some extent. I kind of... There's benefits and drawbacks to where I live. But ultimately, being able to live with my parents right now is the best move financially for me, because otherwise I'll end up in a position where I'm going to be pretty stressed. And I'd rather not stress myself out like that. I would like to find another job that's either closer or better paying, or both, preferably. What are the odds that those scenes line up that well? Pretty likely, actually. Most of the phone calls in this game are like 20, 30 seconds tops. But every single time there was a phone call in this game, that was the first thing I thought of immediately. Fuck's sake. That's a unique animation. I like that. Eat shit. You got moves, kid. But you don't got guts. 20, 30-second phone calls. Just text me, dude. Yeah, literally. Just text you whatever the fuck you're gonna say. We should watch Yakuza again. Dude, I've watched it too many times recently. I've watched it with, I've watched it at least 3 times in the past, like, 6 months. It's a good movie for the sake of just it being fucking stupid. It's not a good movie, but it's entertaining, I guess is the best way to put it. It's very entertaining and just ridiculous nonsense, and it feels very appropriate, given the game context. Look, if y'all want to watch the Yakuza movie again, we might be able to watch it after I get back. I'll try and do some more movie nights. I've also been doing movie nights in another server, so I'm busy again. As usual, I find myself doing too many things. I was going to try and pick up woodworking, but I've kind of put that off recently because I realize I really want to get done with these fucking games so I can at least start writing a script and like performing the rest of the like auxiliary research I want to do. Which is very difficult as it turns out because, you know, this game's Japanese and all the articles about it are in, or a lot of the articles that say anything interesting about it are in Japanese. You can wait. Look, I'm just saying, if you guys want to add movies to the movie list, all you got to do is ping me in the server. !_ Discord. Or ! Socials. I think they point to the same thing now. But y'all are more than welcome to suggest movies and such. Doesn't mean, it's not a promise that I'm going to actually, like, watch them with y'all, but I do try. I do try and, like, watch stuff that y'all want. You know? I'm so glad I set it up so it works over on the YouTube channel as well. So if you type socials in either spot, then it automatically pops it in both the Discord and the YouTube. Assuming I'm actually streaming on YouTube. If I'm not, then it just doesn't. Wow, that's a hard photo to get if that's, like, gonna get blocked by the case. Or by the shelves. Oh, this fucking spot. I remember this. This kinda sucks, not gonna lie. The Super Brothers Super Show. They had to take Mario out of the name. Or they burned the erroneous documents. I don't know. Are they in the incinerator? Because nobody even bothered. These letters are addressed to me. Choshiro, long time no see. Here, coming to Rugetsu for work. Mask-related beliefs of Gretsu Island are well known even on the mainland. You remember my younger sister, Yori. She's tagging along with me. Takashi Aiba. It's just a shit ton of letters that were addressed to Choshiro that just never made it to him. And they talk about... Sorry, this is the longest one in the game, I think. But yeah. This is all talking about, like, the mask and some of the... Like, it goes into, like... when the dead return to the world of the living become as the dead. The mask became made to become as the dead makes the wearer it's become death itself. Can't imagine what this mask is used for. It has a gentle smile like a Buddhist statue, but there's a primal emptiness about it that's evocative of death. Feel yourself drawn into oblivion. I mean, we could go play Oblivion. Who was burning these, mind you? Because by this point, supposedly, everybody pretty much gone nuts. Talk about long-worded. To be fair, it's not that big. Like, the text isn't that big. And a lot of it's spaces. If there's Super Mario Brothers, that implies Mario is their last name. What is Mario's first name? Mario. Really like how Elder Scrolls 6 is Black Marsh. Yeah, this is Elder Scrolls 6, guys. Decided to film the Kagura is to be incinerated. While I'm aware of the importance of keeping a record of the event, even considering what happened, there's something strange about the film. First, I thought it was just damage to the film itself, and I checked again and realized the film is showing a woman who definitely wasn't present at the time of recording. I think she's dancing. Just to be sure, the woman is slowly becoming more and more apparent in the film. I could barely believe it when I came to this realization, but there's simply no other explanation. Don't want to see it again. This bit takes fucking forever. So we're gonna run it. By the way, I got to share your favorite Mario drug PSA with people today. Remember kids, if you do drugs, you go to hell before you die. Captain Lou Albano. Fucking legend. Absolute classic, if anybody's never seen it. Just literally look up, if you do drugs, you go to hell before you die. It'll show up, trust me. I heard it. Also, looking around on the ground, I might actually write that down. I feel like looking around on the ground is more difficult than it is in the original, which says a lot. Of course, that might just be biased due to, like, not playing the original for a while and not having a good comparison, but... I feel like my major gripes for this game, or for the remaster, really just come from the control scheme and some of the decisions to upscale some textures and not others. I think everything else is pretty just solid overall. This game would be an absolute massacre if we got Luigi to start his ghost business up again. Luigi trying to hunt ghosts. They keep coming back. Luigi's slowly having an existential crisis. I wish I was headed somewhere. Just in life, you know. I mean, I guess we all are. We're always headed somewhere. But, you know. Yeah, we never finished Luigi's Mansion. Doesn't he always, though? Yeah, Luigi's always in an existential crisis, let's be real. I never got Luke back here to play Luigi's Mansion, but we've literally both been so busy, we almost didn't have enough time to line up our fucking Toronto trip. I don't know why I said Chicago. We almost didn't have enough time. Like, literally, Sunday night is the first time we've sat down to talk about and plan the trip out beyond, okay, cool, we booked the flight, we booked the hotel, that's it. It's been kind of wild. Increase the time you have after each shot to make a chain. Allows you to use a powerful attack on a ghost. Okay, so that's the burst. The Mario and Luigi series would be a perfect template for the Mario movies. Yeah, that wouldn't be terrible. That'd be pretty good. Focus. Damn. Shouldn't have used those 5 red spirit stones. They also changed the name of them. It was just originally like red crystals or something in the fan translation. Of course, it's all translations, so there's always room for interpretation. I was kind of looking forward to seeing this bit in the game. It holds up pretty decently, in my opinion. Hi, lady. Hazuki doll. What time is it? 9:30? Not quite. Ugh. I haven't even been up that long. I've only been up since 8. Fuck's wrong with me? Gotta get your squats in for the day, bro. Get your squats in. Come on, I'll count your reps. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Come on, man. You gotta commit. 1, 1. This is a big ass, what is this place, an asylum? For lack of a better term, yes. It's a mental hospital. It's not really an asylum. It's a little bit more humane than that, I would say. At least in the way that it's laid out. What they did here was fucked up. It's a mental hospital hooked onto an actual hospital. Like it's 2 different areas like linked together. Hi, Michi. It was my uncle's recommendation that brought me to Rogetsu. I appreciate what good advice my uncle gave me and having me come here. Oh, this is Tsubaki's diary. This is Tono's diary. Okay, this is, yeah, this is rough. Turns out this is the year of Rogetsu Kagura. The Islanders voted her, a random outsider, for the role of Vessel. I have to take part in a purification ceremony where I bond with the Vessel mask worn during the Kagura. And the film reel. It's now party time. Hope y'all are ready for party time. And by party time, I mean literally just infinite waves of ghosts spawning here. So I'm just gonna skip them. It's a hospital big enough to have a campus. Yeah, it's wild. And it's got this whole garden in the back with these torii gates, and there's so much. I know all about that. Stairs at the middle of your city, fair. Look, I live near Baltimore, it's the same deal. Gonna be lurking, trying to get Oliver to bed. Alright, hope it goes well. I'm gonna continue being jump scared by random ghosts as they fail to hit me, because even with this horribly slow run speed, they still can't do shit. Anyway, yeah, they just keep spawning here for ages. And they don't stop spawning until you get all the way back over here. And I think eventually they, like, actually show up. I don't even know if you can get in the door or if you have to actually kill them. No, you can just leave. Goodbye. I'm not doing this shit. Another really annoying part. I've lost my train of thought. This is why I don't stream much, too, because I don't have the stamina for it anymore. Baltimore accents say, yeah, Aaron and Iron. Yeah. Exactly, and that was like me trying to tone it down. There's some fucking accents in Baltimore. I love them. But man... That's more like a Bel Air accent. Excuse me, a Bel Air accent. I love this dude just chilling in the sink. I forgot about you, buddy. How you doing? That's another thing. I found myself interacting with the photos less. Like, the photos are there, and you can still make albums and stuff and save shit. I have not saved a single photo this game, and maybe it's because I'm just sort of blasting through the game, but so you don't do it at the lanterns anymore, right? You don't have to do it at the save points. And you don't have to go through the whole effort of, like, putting everything into an album, saving the album, and then backing out and confirming everything. I'm gonna write that down. can't believe the crab took down the bridge. Okay, a bit soon on that one, but that is funny. He cut the power to the ship. Fuck. You know, I was thinking about going down there and taking photos last weekend, but I was also just hiking. I went hiking with friends instead, and didn't really want to drive all the way down there just to take photos, because that would mean I would have to drive like into Dundalk and hope that I could get in, and it's kind of a pain in the ass. Sorry, I'm writing stuff down. Man, I'm remembering why I started learning how to write with the Palmer method, because my wrist got sore just writing like 5 or 6 lines there. Anybody who doesn't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I like that they're really like crusty JPEG images now. Before they were pretty bad. But this one's just like, you know, we're getting the sync photo. Man in sync. Guys, it's in sync. The Hozuki dolls just chilling. Me accidentally taking a picture when I meant to hit a ghost. Out of sync, there we go. But I meant to go down and take pictures of the bridge before they start cleaning everything up, but I was gonna do it Saturday, and I just decided I wasn't gonna, because I was already hiking and was tired, and had already spent a fair amount of time out of the house. Just wanted to come back and chill. But it got me thinking a lot about just like why exactly I wanted to go out and like take photos of it. Like, was it just for the spectacle? Did I want like something out of it? Did I just want to be like, oh yeah, I took photos during that? Did I want like a recognition thing? Did I want a but I think it came down to just like I wanted to like preserve that, because it's a big fucking event. Let's be real. Ooh.
Okay, got it. No. There's no change in the plan. Bye.
You may have deep down wanted to help. I mean, to some extent, yeah, and frankly, I just don't know, like, what the fuck to do, you know? I don't think anybody really does. Like, there are obviously people, like, large groups helping and working on it now, but that's a bit different than if you were to, like, just go down and offer to help, because, like, what are you gonna do, you know? What if you just caught up to him right here? But yeah, me wanting to help? Nah. I'd never fucking do that. Too selfish for that. And fight. No? No fight? No fight. More like you want to help. Yeah, exactly. I don't remember what you actually do here. Check the footage. Oh, film reel. We have the film reel now, that's right. I wish I could have helped. I think a lot of people wish that they could have helped, genuinely. Like, it's just such a fucking mess now. Like, even disregarding the logistics, disregarding, like, oh, a whole giant piece, like a historical bridge has collapsed. Like, that thing was from the 70s. It's not that old, obviously, but for the US, 50 years is pretty fucking old for our crumbling infrastructure. People died. People died working on that bridge. They were just doing their job, like, as they were doing any other day. And fucking died because of a mistake on a ship. You know? A ship that probably shouldn't have been let out of port, but we're beyond that point now, you know? It's just tragic. And the sad thing is, I'm pretty sure every single one of the guys who died was from some Central American country and was, like, sending money back. They were only over here working and they were sending money back to help out their families. That was the shitty part. Also, this is gonna... Yeah. Unfortunately, can't do much about that. Yo, feet? Fuck. Freak malfunction. Yeah, that same ship had been having some errors and issues for a while now. But they were, like, minor enough that nobody in the port had really, like, bothered to say, like, hey, this needs fixed now. I heard feet. Yeah, you missed feet. Burned painting. Investigation notes. Okay, so I know where to go now. Never mind. Apparently the answer is perish. 3 of them. 3 of them. Perish. But yeah, I don't know. When I went into Fatal Frame, I don't normally really ever... I went in with, like... I had some predispositions towards just not liking horror games in general, because I just have never really played them. When I was younger, I was very much a kid who didn't want to play games or didn't want to play horror games because they would scare me. And then going into this, for one, it doesn't scare me. It's creepy, but mostly it's just, I just adore the atmosphere. And occasionally there's a jump scare that gets me. And that's about it. Waiting for the door to close. And I just sort of found, like, I liked the game a lot more than I anticipated I would. You know? That's the best way I can really think of putting it. I realized, like, oh, it's just... And it's much more... Because when I think horror game, for at least in my brain, I think about more, like... I usually don't think too much about, like, RPG elements and things like that. I normally just think of, like, basically exploration games. Not necessarily just walking simulators, but I generally don't think about, like, oh, getting new abilities, having a bunch of points that you use to buy items out of a lantern for a shop. You know, stuff like that. I don't think about that. I don't expect that, and so when this game came out and was like, yeah, by the way, literally every ghost you film, or you take photos of, gets you points that you use to buy health items that you can just infinitely buy out of this lantern. It's not a survival horror game or anything along those lines. It sort of struck me. It's very, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of it right now, but, it very much isn't a part of the game world, and it knows that it isn't a part of the game world. And I can appreciate that. It's a game that knows it's a video game, and I always appreciate that. The wiki roulette is really tempting. If you want, you can. I don't remember... Also, we're not going to have music if you do that. And I'm going to take a moment to get over there to actually look at it. It is a mild inconvenience, but I'm not that worried about it. If you want to hit it, hit it. We need more depth. I'm out of my depth. Depth is actually the thing that unironically just makes your flashlight like 10 times more powerful. Find clues about the priestess's death. Okay, hold on a sec. I also don't have my camera on, so I need to turn off that frame. Let me turn the music on for a moment. Let's see. 1783 in literature. Ooh, you picked a fucking doozy, mate. Interact. Let me have a look here. What do we got? April 14th. Gotthold Ephraim. I don't know how to pronounce that. Drama Nathan DeWeese. Nathan the White. Is a fervent plea for religious tolerance. Receives his first professional performance in Berlin. What do we got? Oh wait, are you guys not hearing the music? Hold on. No, okay, that's the music. I wanted to make sure that was the music. And not like the game audio or something. November 18th, August. This is a bunch of like... Be happy I couldn't choose a Wikipedia page because I would have made... I would make sure we always learn something. Yeah, this one's not that interesting. I also realize I can't scroll on these, which is unfortunate. Switch your text layout to full width. Like, I can't scroll. I'm in the interact thing and it just won't let me scroll. That's kind of silly. This whole, Wikipedia, like, or this whole, like, interact window for the web thing is not very good. This is just a list page. I'll tell you what. We'll random it one more time. Ian Watson, footballer, born 1960. They have to specify this. Ian Watson, born 5th of February 1960, is an English former professional footballer who played as a goalkeeper for Sunderland. He's from North Shields, and he played as a goalkeeper. He played during the 80s. And then quit, it seems. He's only 64. He's still around. You could go visit him, I guess, if you want, or like figure out, call him. I don't know. Interesting. British football. Yeah, not American football. British football. The better football.
Aru.
Forgot to turn it off. Aru. Alright, shush. What the fuck were we doing? Yeah, no problem. Hey, you paid the points for it. I like to make sure people actually get their money's worth out of, or points worth out of whatever they get. I find clues about the priestess's death. Where do I go? 3rd floor? I like to learn too. I find myself learning by doing a lot, or just sitting around doing random shit. I don't know. Usually I just find myself tired. Is the big problem. So... Can I go up to the 4th floor? Oh, we got a meme stash. I'm so glad I got this working. I've been meaning to get this working for ages now.
Poggers!
Poggers! I fucking love that video so much. It's so fascinating. He just sits there and fucking whimpers. Like, he says poggers in the middle of nothing happening during a load screen.
Oh my god!
It's Ricky Rat! I fucking love that video so much. It's just so confusing. Like, it's first of all, it's Chuck E. Cheese streaming, which is already weird. But then he keeps, like, going. It's him playing Fall Guys, and it's in the middle of a load screen. He just says poggers like he doesn't know what it means, and it feels like somebody has a gun up to his head over on the side saying, "Say poggers right now." And he doesn't know what it means, and he's afraid that he just called someone a slur or something. And he just starts whimpering and, like, shaking his head, and literally nothing is happening during the fucking scene. It's so strange. Yugo Magaki in... Oh, right, painter time. His behavior is increasingly problematic. He causes disturbances, shouting at the top of his lungs and grinning like a man possessed. Last night, after lights out, he started causing a racket. I ran to his room to check on him. He grabbed me and started screaming annihilation over and over again. It's fucking Omega from Sonic Heroes. Annihilate. The silent whimpering. Yeah, it's unsettling. It's just weird. Rat Child Casino, exactly. Get your kids started on gambling early. He keeps painting pictures of a sinister-looking woman. There's no longer any doubt the woman he paints is the patient in the isolation room. Why does he keep painting pictures of her? I believe they are an omen foretelling the awakening of the one with the face. Or with no face, I wasn't reading that. I, like, skimmed over that. The one with the face. But yeah, it's just... That whole fucking bit is very strange, and if you want somebody giving a much more entertaining rendition of that entire rant, please go watch the Oni Plays rant. It's just funny. No face. I'm so glad that they don't make you walk over to it. With the boots with the fur and no face. Everybody was looking at her and then going insane. In that order. I guess we're headed to Funny Painter's room. I guess we're heading to the gallery and then into his room. Or no, you were just heading straight into his room. That was the gallery door. Nope. So I can't go into his room, and I can't go into the gallery. We can go in here. Is the key in here? Do I have to fight the doctor again? That's Walker Pierce, you're joking, but also that's literally the plot of the fucking game. Quite literally. Blurry face woman? Yeah, that's just the plot of the game. She just does that to everybody. Maybe I do go back and look at the sound thing, but it just let me in, like, I didn't have to touch anything afterwards, so I don't know. I love how it gives you, like, warning beforehand. I can't tell if that's just poorly done or intentional. Oh, that's right, yeah, you come in here. She also traps Boots with the fur in your head. You just stuck with that in your head for all eternity. She hit the floor. Yeah, a lot of this gets into like obsession and why people are acting the certain way that they do, and a bunch of other shit. It's very interesting, just overall. I like how there is no music for that one. I got a flashlight too, asshole. I'm not afraid to use it. Ooh. They're in the walls. They're in the goddamn walls. Literally this whole game. He's trying to sneak up on you. Go away. Yeah, I love the way he's just like, it's genuine, like, realization of terror. And that's like the funniest possible way you could make that. I really do love that bit too, it's just funny. Man going to gallery. Yeah, and from a puppet, right. Okay, I guess we go into his room. Hopefully. Hopefully this is the key to his room. You know, whenever anybody trips, it's just this. This is exactly what happens. It's a ghost of an old person grabbing your foot. You can't keep me here because I'm already gone. Exactly. Where are you, dickhead? Most of the ghosts in this game are not that threatening. There's one kind of early on that's pretty threatening, because they move super fast and there's a chance that you don't have the, There's a good chance that you don't actually have the lens you need for that fight yet, the slow lens, because you get it in the same room. I really should watch some Lupin the Third, because I've never seen any Lupin the Third. Not the movies, not any of the series, nothing. You know, you're a lot less threatening when you're just crawling on the floor like that, too. Oh, you come walking out now. Oh, goodbye. A picture has been drawn on the floor. And then cutscene that bugs the fuck out. And that's the end of the phase. Cool. I think I'm gonna call it there. It's like 10 o'clock. Just about. Anyway, I got a couple of bits saved, but I don't really need a ton of footage from this game. There's a couple of bits I know I want to record, but that's it. Yeah, the Steam... I don't hate the new sound. I kind of wish that they kept the old one, but it's all good. Yeah, of course. Thank you guys for hanging out. Anybody who was just vibing. You were very much appreciated and cared about. Let me find somebody to send y'all off to. Well, Twitch crowd, somebody to send y'all off to. Unfortunately, YouTube crowd, I can't really do much about. Is there anybody on? I guess Anne's on. Wow, there's like nobody on tonight. Never mind, I'm just gonna go offline. Y'all have a good night. Take care of yourselves. Be safe. We'll, I don't know if I'm gonna stream more of this. I might just push through the rest of this off stream before my trip this weekend, and then just start fresh, and I might show you guys some of the other games that I do. We should be able to choose between the new and the old sound fair. But for the moment, I'm just going to choose to hop off stream. So thank you guys. Have a good night. Take care of yourselves. Be safe. All that shit. You guys know how it goes. All right.